Lebanese couture is revered for its flamboyance and artistry. Clothes destined for clients based in Saudi Arabia, the Emirates and the US. But in recent months, a crippling economic crisis, the pandemic, and of course the catastrophic Beirut port explosion in August have threatened the industry like never before. A large number of Beirut-based designers, including the likes of Rabbi Kairouz and Zuhair Murad, have been forced to close. Others like Elie Saab and Tony Ward have been luckier. All have a story to tell.
We were in the middle of working because we had to deliver some dresses the next day. We were working non-stop to finish in time. And then the explosion happened, and luckily no one here was hurt. Few people were hurt that I knew. It was quite amazing. We had a mass with a prayer for Christians and Muslims at our workshop to show gratitude for that invisible hand that saved us. With all the responsibilities we have to our employees, our clients, we made sure we quickly repaired what had been damaged in the blast, the workshops and the building. After just 2 weeks, we were back working as normal, just as we always have.
You've had to find extraordinary resilience.
You know, for us Lebanese, resilience is normal. It's in our blood. We'll stand up for our country, no matter what.
The pandemic has made it impossible for designers of ready-to-wear to reveal their collections in Paris. Like so many, Elie Saab has redirected his efforts into producing short promotional videos filmed in the mountains close to Beirut. As for the haute couture, the explosion pushed him to completely rethink it.
I thought, no, I need to transform the collection and really offer up an homage to my country. That's why I started to work on Beirut Eternal Source. Because I still see Beirut as a sparkling city where everything is possible. And that's why I turned all that softness that was in my initial collection into something a little more royal, breathtaking, to show the beauty of my city, the way I always want to be able to see it. We deserve a normal life. Very simply, what we want is to lead normal lives. Right now, every Lebanese person in Beirut puts a lot of effort into just getting by.
Despite 15 years of civil war and all manner of instability, Beirut's fashion scene has been a source of national pride, not to mention a huge employer. But with the country's government in disarray, the future is uncertain.
It's almost like we're in denial. We try to make do with what we can. It's our strength and our weakness at the same time.
Why your weakness?
Because every time we're played like fools. This huge mafia state does what it wants with us, and we find ourselves trapped.
Do you still manage to find the materials, the fabrics you need?
Yeah, we do manage to find what we need. If we have the money, we can get a hold of whatever we want. We manage to buy what we need from abroad. We won't compromise on the quality of what we do. Admittedly, things can take a little longer to produce, and the same goes for other countries. Everything's taking a lot longer to process in Italy and France right now too. They've also had a very hard time recently, albeit for different reasons. And they're also having a hard time doing what they need to do. There are some pieces they can no longer produce. They aren't getting enough orders. But we all adapt. We work with what's available.
But what about the clients? Charity galas, weddings, birthday parties have all been put on hold, meaning demand for new high-end clothes has plummeted. Designers are also business owners, desperate to balance the budget sheet.
Even during the height of lockdown, when we were closed, we still had to pay our social security contributions in full. And if you don't pay, there are penalties with 12% interest. But I do get it, because the state's also in a very hard situation right now. The country also needs a cash injection. Lebanon's bankrupt.
And what about the country's up-and-coming generation? In 2017, having just finished her studies, JOYA HADDAD won first prize at Beirut Fashion Week with her collection Blood-Stained Orchid, a reference to women's strength and endurance. The explosion pushed her to move to Dubai to focus on the digital side of things.
As you know, because of COVID, we're all working from home. So when people want to buy things, it's almost all online. It's about e-commerce. And Dubai is really embracing that way of doing things, and with quite a bit of success.
Will you ever go back to Beirut?
When I'm ready, I really hope I'll go back. I'd be so proud to return to Beirut.
Right now, Beirut is a city in crisis. Its designers are determined that won't be the case forever.